All right. Welcome to Spearhead Sundays, Frenchy.
How you going?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Yep.
Just make the most horrendous noise right off the bat.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I was clearing my throat. I thought it was a professional thing to do.
No, not really. But that's all right. It's not really fucking... I don't really know what I'm
Could have
doing.
done it worse. Not. How's that one?
Just like... Frenchy was just sucking me off while we were doing this.
So spit up. You know what I know now.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't know what I'm doing. You're like the first guest, so I've got no fucking clue.
Perfect.
So we'll just... we'll go through.
I can't fuck it up then.
Yeah, that's it. So, Frenchy, if you guys don't know who Frenchy is, how would I always struggle to like describe other people.
Yep.
Like especially online guys, because I don't know, I hate online guys always get like described as internet sensation Lewis Spears or internet sensation Frenchy, and I fucking hate that. Do you?
Sometimes I get like sex pest Frenchy.
Sex pest.
That's like a different story.
Yeah, that's more like police lineup shit.
But yeah, they usually they go, oh, the Facebook guy, and I'm like, oh.
I don't like Facebook guy.
I don't really like that either.
No.
I don't mind like, yeah, you make some videos online. I think I saw your one about a cat. I'm like, I don't think that was me. But you make one about a pussy, so I was like, oh, maybe it was.
Could be the same thing. Yeah, because like, I don't know. I think especially because we also do stand-up comedy.
Exactly.
And have you been doing stand-up before online?
Yeah, so that's what people don't realise is that, like me and Neil as well, I started doing stand-up 2008. 2008, I was doing my first like shitty little 5-minute gigs and trying to do that, trying to go up through, hustle through that way and do all the comps. And then I only started doing online stuff, 2013 maybe.
Oh wow, that's great. So you kind of got good at stand-up before you did online.
I don't think I got too good, but I definitely broke my teeth on it, if that's the saying. Definitely not the saying.
Yeah, because I was kind of the other way around. Like when I started doing it, I always, ever since I was like 8 years old, I always wanted to do stand-up comedy, but I never really did it. And then I fell into like face beef. Like I kind of fell into online shit, and I fell into face beef and doing that online stuff. And I did that for like 6 months before I realized, oh fuck, this is comedy. Shit. And then when I went solo, I decided to do stand-up, and then I only had been doing stand-up for like a year, and then I did my first national tour. So, I think it's interesting that like the online guys, like a lot of had people come to your shows with an expectation, because if you're funny online, when they come to your shows going, if this guy is not at least this funny, I'm going to be pissed off.
Exactly. Like it's a double-edged sword, because they come as your fans. They're like, oh, we're excited to see you. We know we like your videos, but are you going to be good in real life? I expect this much, and they don't realize we take so much time on those videos. We edit them, we write them, we try to get real clever concepts, like we do for stand-up too, but it's also live, so it's also going to be
like
different.
if you fuck it up, you can't cut it out. It's just on stage.
Exactly. Sometimes my best crowds are ones who haven't really seen my videos. Like when I opened for Jefferies, a lot of them hadn't seen it, but because
sick.
They had no expectations for me, so they're like, this.
What type of crowd does Jim Jefferies get?
Bogans. He gets a lot of men, a lot of males that you expect, but he gets a real rowdy crowd. Like they love him. They're whistling. It's like a rock show, man.
I'm definitely gonna see a show here, because I didn't get tickets. I'm so stupid. I don't care though. I'm gonna buy the scalper tickets.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna rip myself off. I don't give a fuck. Like I think you've really made it when people are reselling your tickets for twice the price. That's when you know that you're good.
I've seen so I've got the Facebook. You start the events going from Frenchy in Melbourne, and people I do see they'll reselling Frenchy tickets, and they'll do it for like a quarter of the price. I can't make it tonight, so $5 will do.
Yeah, buy us regret.
Just give us a drink or something.
Made a mistake while I was drunk. Please save me.
Yeah. So not Jim Jefferies level yet.
Yeah, no, but that's sick. Like, so when did you open for Jim Jefferies?
That was January 3rd up in Coffs Harbour or Port Mac, one of them.
That's Coffs awesome. Harbour. Was it a big crowd? It
was full. It's like the RSL or whatever it was. It was 800 seats and it was full, so it was really nice. I came on and they were like, they knew Jim was on at 8 or whatever, and I was on at 7:30, so they were like sort of coming into their seats and stuff when I was on. I was like, oh damn it. So I had to.
Did you do well though?
Yeah, I did fine. I did a lot of punchy stuff up top, and then finished with a few sex jokes and Can't really go wrong with that.
Jim Jefferies crowd, that's it.
Yeah, that's nice.
How did that come about? Like, does he know your stuff?
No. Well, I have met him in LA before, but we got the same manager.
Yeah.
Well, his manager in Australia is my manager, Andrew Taylor. And so Andrew sort of like goes, if you need an opener, Frenchy can do it. He's obviously not as good as you, but he's a similar sort of style. We think your fans
Well, he's got
like
10 years on you, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got billions of years. He's been doing it for fucking
years. Long time.
Yeah, he's amazing. But so just hooked it up and it turned out pretty well. Khaled's open for him too.
Yeah, he's doing Melbourne, I think, and Perth. And Perth is like 10,000 seats.
Whoa, imagine doing that. What would you even...
I don't know.
I'd shit myself, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how you could... Like, how would you even, like, connect with 10,000 people?
But at the same time, I think sometimes it might be easier because if you get 10% of that audience laughing, it's 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's it.
It's pretty sick.
And hopefully you don't have 9,000 people just walking out.
Just walking out, just throwing shit at you. That's a lot of bottles to dodge for me.
But yeah, so you've been doing online stuff. So you started stand-up 2008, and then you started doing videos.
I started doing my first cheeky spots. So like, I started off doing Raw, trying to win that comp, and I didn't.
Did you proceed through Raw?
I got to state final 2009.
Yeah.
Which I was pretty stoked with. But other than that, I didn't really do much. I just did the occasional 5-minute spots, and you know what the crowds are like at open mic nights. It's very
it can be very fucking tough.
It's tough. It's
a lot of the time, like, people are just there and they're like, "Oh, is there a comedy show?"
Yeah, they're
definitely not why I'm here.
Shitty and watching their Friday night footy or something.
We do comedy at Springvale. Khaled and I run this room in Springvale.
Another shisha room?
Yeah, this shisha comedy, and there's no alcohol. Everyone there is like Arab dudes, completely sober, and they don't give a fuck. Like, they'll just talk. Like, some of them don't even speak English. It's like, bro, it's the hardest fucking room I've ever done, and I do it every week. It's like training in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Fucking hell.
Like, if you can get like a little bit of you'll laughter in that room, you'll get like a standing ovation anywhere else. Yeah, it's so difficult.
That's tough. That's very disenchanting. I'll get very depressed after doing that room.
Yeah, it is hard, but like,
do you have these mad shisha jokes you do?
No, I don't, because they're like, oh yeah, look, white boy trying to make a joke about shisha. You don't know a fucking thing. Like, they just know straight. They just call bullshit straight away. Like, you don't know fucking anything about our culture, and they're so correct. I remember one guy. He got up in front of them, and he was doing some joke about religion, and he's like, and no one was laughing. Because they're very religious people. He was doing about Christianity. He's like, I thought you guys would love this stuff, talking about how Jesus isn't real. He's like, don't worry though, Allah's not real either. And just the whole, it wasn't even his set that was ruined. The whole fucking night was just gone. He was on like third, and then he comes up and goes, Allah's not real, he's a false prophet. And then the whole fucking night was just fucked.
Probably should leave, bro.
Yeah, well, that's what we told him. We were like, he got off stage, and then we were like, hey man, I think you should go home, like, that's out the back. That's
ballsy to do that.
Yeah, I was really impressed, but fuck, it was scary. So you're doing the Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Yep.
How many shows are you doing?
The full run, so that's 22. I've got Mondays off, so
22. That's nuts. Is it like tiring? Because the most I've done is 12.
Yep. Well, you go through stages, so the first week's fine, you're fresh, and then it's about the middle of the run. It's just like, because you're doing the same jokes, so it's not funny to you.
Because by the time I got to the end of my run, I was fucked, and then I was like, man, this is halfway for a lot of my friends.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just hard to get psyched up. Once you're on stage, you're fine, but it's just before you're just like, you just start slapping yourself in the face. And, and even like the backstage, you have a danger wank, obviously, and then you like shoot in your own face just to like get some energy.
Face wash.
Of course.
It's like, that's kind of like how flowers do it. How they just like absorb from the sun. Humans can actually do that. They absorb from their own cum.
We absorb energy from our own cum.
Yeah.
So is there more? Like, let's say, does it absorb better on the face or on the knee? Like, which?
Well, obviously, the eyes is probably the best way to do it. If you can, it's kind of hard. You need to have good aim.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of practice.
Yep.
But if you're flexible and you're a pro, it's possible.
Does your cum give you more energy or does someone else's?
Well, I don't know. I haven't actually tried someone else's. We could give it a go before your show.
Let's give it a go.
I'll come in your eyes.
What's not happen?
This is disgusting. This is like a step below all of my podcasts.
There we go. It's a Frenchy podcast. Talking about coming on each other's face. Okay, back to that normal.
No, I don't give a fuck. I talk about horrible shit. And, like, one of my podcasts, I was bagging out one of my fans that was in hospital. So, yeah, he loved it though.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds like...
And he doesn't complain anymore because he now has passed away.
Whoa.
I'm joking, bro.
Is he still in hospital?
No, he got out. Yeah. The dude, he messaged my page. I'll tell you what happened. He messaged my page and he's like, man, I'm in hospital at the moment. I've been here for 3 weeks. I'm so bored. My friends have come and seen me. I'm really lonely. All I do is watch your videos. Can you please come and visit me? It would make my week. Yep. And instantly I thought, if this guy has anything less than terminal AIDS, I'm not going.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going for the photo.
Yeah, of course.
The selfie.
Course. You're ringing up the papers going, little Spears in the hospital, what a good lad.
Yeah. You want that,
got, like,
the photo.
Herpes.
Yeah, exactly. Where you're in the foreground, you look really, really good. And then in the back, there's just some kid hooked up to tubes fading away into the darkness.
Did you bring your own tubes? What do you have?
Yeah, well, I spoke to him. I'm like, what's wrong with you? And turns out he got bashed really late at night in the city. And I thought it was so crazy this dude could be out like really late at night and he can get bashed and he actually thinks I'm going to visit him.
Why?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Why?
No, I got talking to him. He started the fight.
Oh, he started the fight.
He was one of those cunts that got too drunk. He didn't get bashed. He lost a fight.
He lost a fight.
I'm not going to visit
that's
that
different.
cunt.
No, maybe just to rub it in. Say, don't fight people.
Yeah, I'll go and shake the hands of the guys who bashed him.
Spit on him.
Call me when you got brain cancer.
Yeah, that's good. It's good finding the reason. You're just like, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but I said, look, get well soon, man.
Don't start fights.
Buy a t-shirt.
Buy a t-shirt.
Yeah, don't start
fights.
Here's my
live show.
Yeah, because you guys have that Sydney lockout laws.
Yeah.
Because I experienced that for the first time when I went to Sydney. I remember we went to a bar. It was like, were you there? I know Neil was there. You were there. You were gone. You probably don't remember.
Which night?
It was last year.
Did we go to King's?
Yeah, we went to.
We're in King's Cross. Well bar.
Yeah, we went to one bar and then just before the lockout, whatever time the lockout was, we had like 20 minutes left. We ran from one bar to another bar because Neil like hooked us up with some VIP thing at some shit fucking club.
I don't think I was there for that.
No, maybe you weren't there.
Was it good?
It sucked, bro. It was like one of those, like I walked in and I was the only white dude there.
Oh yeah, I was there that night.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, we were like the only white people there.
Yeah, that was sick. I loved it.
Bro, no, you only liked it because there was like free vodka.
Yes!
Yeah.
That was epic. That was the
Yeah.
best night ever. And we had the bottle girl. Yes.
Yeah, the bottle girl, and she just kept filling everyone's cup like again and again and again.
Isn't that a great job though? Like some jobs, like people
Yeah.
just hate you. Like I used to do telemarketing for a bit, but her whole job is to fill up glass with free vodka. They don't even have to pay for it. So
that's great. Yeah,
you can't get angry at that.
Because I don't drink. And that's right, I don't drink, but I was like, well, I can't, not accept free stuff. True. So I got her to fill up my shot glass and I gave it to Tom from Roundabout Crew. So everyone was smashed, but he had twice as much because he was having mine. I think he ended up in an ambulance.
Tom's not good with alcohol either.
Oh, that's so funny. But you used to be a teacher before you did comedy.
Yeah. So back in my former life, I studied 4 years to be a PE teacher. Then I was substitute teaching because I couldn't get a full-time job.
Yeah, how does substitute... I've always wondered because substitute teachers definitely aren't, like, good.
No, we're terrible. But here's the thing, we're in a losing battle anyway. No, it's just you can't get a full-time sub, so you got to get what you can. And
but who hires you when you're a sub? Do you hire like an agency or...?
No. Sometimes it's the deputy principal. Sometimes it's the guy. They've just got a teacher who's in charge of subs.
Ah, okay. So you would work for one
So they ring you up in the morning.
Yeah.
You put in your resume, and if you get sometimes they just ring up random. Sometimes you get a relationship
like
with that school. So they got They got their number 1 sub, so they ring them up first, and number 2, number 3. They got this one,
and then
sick.
number 4.
And it doesn't really matter what sort of teacher you are.
Yeah.
You just go do everything. And number 4, and I'll be right at the bottom.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like this podcast. Like I hit up like number 1 comedians, and then I go all the way down to you.
All the way down to Frenchy. Poor bloke.
No, you were like the first kind I hit up. I was like, yeah, Frenchy will do it. He makes me good.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I was had this one guy who was giving me shifts teaching because he wanted me to play for his soccer team.
Really?
He was just a lad, yeah. He was just like, Frenchy, yeah. I used to play against his son, so he's like, yeah, bro, come in and teach. I'm like, yeah, all right. What have I got? He's like, drama. I'm like, yeah, good lad.
What's the like, because you're a PE, what's the furthest away from PE that you took?
Ooh, home ec.
Home economics,
yeah,
cooking.
just making cakes and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's still pretty fun. Kids enjoy that. And then you got maths and chemistry.
Yeah.
I did HSE chemistry for a week.
Wow. And did you know anything about chemistry?
No,
How did you go? I know that the fucking teachers, some of them just bullshit. I can tell you know.
So
nothing.
you get your worksheets.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the answers are on it so you can look smart. And then here's the thing, they ask you sometimes like, how do you do this? I'm like, well, I know the answer, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm always like, I can't spoon feed you every answer, mate. Look it up. If not, ask the Asian kid next to you. He seems to know. He's always a smart kid.
He doesn't speak English though.
No,
so you guys have to figure it out.
There's always a smart, nerdy kid in the class who will explain it to the other kids. I'm like, there you're my new favourite.
Yeah, that's sick. So were you doing comedy and teaching?
Yeah, there was a slight overlap. So I was always doing the stand-up just every now and then.
Yeah.
Which was funny because, kids never think teachers are funny. They always think they're the biggest. They don't even know what teachers do outside of school.
Yeah, they're not humans.
They're not humans.
They're like an appliance
exactly.
at the school.
They're like, you see your teacher in the supermarket when you're in high school and it will blow your mind.
Weird.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
What? Mr. Johnson eats Nutri-Grain? Whoa. Mr. Johnson! And
yeah,
just run away. Exactly. So they never thought I could have another life. And so I'd make these sick jokes in class, like year 8, year 9 class, and they're like, oh, you're not funny, sir.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
So you would actually try out a little bit of material?
No, not material, but I'll just normal sick jokes based on whatever was happening. And I'll have a stand-up gig the night before and I'll do well, and then I'll do these jokes for the class, and then, you're not funny, you're never going to be funny, sir. I'm like, oh, kind of am funny.
Yeah. Fuck you, cunt. You'll be sending me nudes in 3 years.
That's called grooming, Lewis.
Yeah.
And on the record, I didn't do that.
That's good. So did you?
Female students.
I saw your stand-up. I saw your stand-up bit about teaching. Did you actually get in trouble for your videos?
Yeah. Well, so I've got this joke about how one of my videos did lose my license for it, and it's hypocritical because I was trained to teach PE and health, and then so I'm supposed to teach about sex and puberty, and then I'll make one video in which my character, not me, goes down on a girl on a period and gets all this blood around his mouth without realising. And I've got a full-on joke like that, and then apparently that's inappropriate. Kids should know not to do that, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the video that actually I lost my license for. Yeah. Or suspended. The video that got my license suspended
is... Was that leaked sex tape one?
with me and my auntie? No, that's fine. No, it's fine.
Which one was it?
It was this one called Jamal. And I made it trying to get into Chop Fest, but it just wasn't, the production quality wasn't good enough. It's a cool concept, and it's about this guy. It starts off the video, it's like, oh no, Jamal's at the party, he's a fucking loose cunt, oh, watch out. And he has this crazy party, he wakes up, passed out, dick's drawn all on him, and then he starts walking. And as he's walking, he rubs off all the dicks, starts putting on shit from his backpack, like a tie and a pants and a suit coat. Yeah. And then he enters the classroom and turns out he's a teacher. And then it's like, what'd you do last night, sir? And he's like, oh, nothing much, just saw some friends. And it'll cut back to him just like fucking a dog. And just hectic shit that the teacher did and students haven't.
So it's like from your perspective as a teacher,
exactly.
Like you going out and doing, stuff that kind of like a teacher would never do, supposedly.
It was like based on a true story. But the problem was, I filmed it while I was teaching. Yeah. Substitute teaching. And during a period, and the principal claimed she didn't know about it after the parent complained.
Oh, so you filmed it at the school?
With the students.
Yeah, you're an idiot. With the kids? That's fucked.
But I got permission notes, and they took them home to their parents. Maybe they forged or some, I don't know. I went to the principal, I go, this is the script, is that alright? She briefly skimmed it. It's her fault for not fucking looking at it. And goes, yeah, that's fine, you can film that in, because it was like the last week of term, and so she's like, yeah, you can film that, don't worry about it. And so I filmed it. The cameraman come in, he had to sign in, so I don't know what she thought was happening. And then a parent complained, and she's like, no, I have no recollection of this. And then I had to go talk to the DT, and all this shit went down. And
So you can't be a teacher. You've lost your license.
Well, my license is suspended, so to get it back, I have to go see a few interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like those days are behind me.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's no way you could get back in now because you're like full on doing now. That's like so many of those videos are out. Did that video that you put out go well?
No, it didn't even do that well. it's
maybe you could refilm it now.
Yeah, I think it could.
I think it's a really funny idea.
It's a cool concept. It's yeah, I might refilm it now. How'd you go with your teachers? Did you?
Yeah.
I feel like you would have given them a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, I was bad, man. Like I was quite bad. But I was like a professional. I was kind of doing what I was doing now, doing the most you could do.
But staying under the radar.
Yeah, with staying under the radar. Like so you could I just do the most fucked up thing that I could do, and also have plausible deniability. Like I didn't do that.
Clever. That's
like
the worst ones.
My favourite one was we had fans. This was in year 7, so like
started early.
Yes, I did start early. As soon as we got in, we had fans that would go around in the class, and really really quick fans in the roof. They're incredibly fast. They're like fucking propellers on big ships.
Yeah.
And when the teacher would be writing something on the whiteboard, I'd grab someone else's sandwich and throw it in the fan, and then just the whole room would just become a sandwich. And then they'd turn around and they couldn't see what happened, couldn't figure it out, and then they'd just be yelling. And then I didn't do it. It was his fucking sandwich. He threw it.
Prove I threw the sandwich.
Yeah. Another good one, if everyone's listening and anyone wants to really fuck with their teachers,
yep.
This will send them insane. What you do, you need like 3 mates, you split up on either side of the classroom, one person in the middle, and then 2 people on the right and the left side. One person starts humming, as like, you just hum so the teacher can hear it, but make it really inconspicuous. And then when she goes over to you, your other friend starts humming.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. So the teacher just is trying to figure out where the humming is coming from, but it's 3 people. There's no way they would know.
Can you give me a go of the hum?
So you just go... Well, just while you're writing, the whole time. And then the teacher will...
straight face.
Yeah, because the teacher won't yell at you because they have to come close. They've got to come close to you to figure out whether you... So they'll slowly walk over. It's hilarious watching them walk over. And they're like... Because the whole time they're thinking, am I hearing humming? I don't really want to reveal it and then look like an idiot, so I'll just walk over, and then you stop, and then your mate on the other side of the room starts, and they go, fuck, it's coming from over there. And then mental breakdowns will begin.
Yeah, that's definitely would drive me crazy as a teacher. Like, I know there's humming.
Yeah. We sent one of our year 7 geography teacher just...
Because you can do that with your mouth open.
Yeah, exactly. Got your mouth open.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, our year 7 geography teacher actually got fired because she couldn't control the class that I was in. It was her first year. I actually feel kind of bad for her now. Like they acted like it was her fault. It was totally me.
Looking back on it,
yeah, she was just ill prepared. Yeah. Oh well.
You got a lot of students, high school students, who would be following your podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe this is like a segment, fucking with your high school teacher.
Yeah.
Not the ones that don't deserve it. There's a few good ones out there, but the ones that deserve it. Yeah, there are a few good ones.
Yeah. I was always nice to the good ones. Did you have some? Do you have any stories of like someone really fucking with you?
Oh, I've got a few I tell him on a stand-up show, but it's just because I was doing substitute teaching work. I just got it.
So you were never like a full teacher?
Nah.
So you lost your license before you could become a real one?
I did a 5-week block once. That was the longest I was at school.
How did that go? Did they like you?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty relatable, like so.
I feel like you'd be a good teacher. Well, not a good teacher, like a good person.
that was the problem.
Two different things.
They didn't respect me enough to teach because I was just... They'd call me Frenchy from like the first day. I don't know how they knew that. Frenchy! Yeah! And they were like overly friendly with me. Like, yo, Frenchy, you pull any sluts on the weekend? I'm like, they're called girls. And yes, I did. Smell my fingers.
That's funny, man.
So I was like, so I was a little bit too young looking, so they...
Yeah.
Which is good.
Because how old are you now?
28.
Because you really don't look 28.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Like, some people, lots of people are shocked when I say, oh yeah, how old's Frenchy? Oh, 28. I'm like, no way. No, and that's a good thing. You should be happy with that.
I get no, it's definitely...
So, do you have like a good skincare routine or...?
Nah, I just go to Schoolies every year, so it keeps me young.
Just absorb their youth.
Absorb their youth.
When you figure a girl, or just rub it on your face. Like...
That's the worst. Get energy from it.
Yeah, like Voldemort with unicorn
blood. Come on, Mars, trust me.
I mean, you know what I want to know? I'd be interested to know like conversations that go down in the staff room.
Yeah.
Like, be honest, did any of the teachers like perv on the girls or?
There's always that creepy teacher, and you always know who it is at the school. But there is that creepy teacher. Just take it too far. Like, oh, I see what Becky was wearing in PE, and I'm like, just her normal school outfit. Like, oh, I see her legs, man. I'm like, fuck, you're like, and they're like fucking too old to do that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if they get jaded over time or it's just a different area.
Because I imagine it's like, especially with the year 12 girls. Because man, so like when I was in high school, I was going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're still people. Like,
exactly. And
there's an 18-year-old girl in year 12.
They're 18 and they're fucking good looking, some of them. So I was actually, it's surprising, it's going to surprise you, but I was actually quite professional when it came to the girls aspect.
I don't think I would, like, I'd be too scared to do that.
No, not doing anything, but even just like chat, like anything, like I wouldn't even really...
Yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere near...
Joke with them with the boys.
Go anywhere
no, exactly, because you got to be professional. Like with the lads, I was a little bit more unprofessional. Like I'd have beers with them at the pub and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, well, they're 18, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck it.
I don't know. Did you go with them, or was it a coincidence?
Oh, it's a coincidence. I'll never hit
if you went with them,
we're going down north, going up.
after science class, boys.
I remember there was one. I was at the nightclub.
Yeah.
And these 3 year 12 lads come up to me. They were stoked. Like, Mr. French is out drinking. Yeah, let's have a beer, cunt. I'm like, Mr. French. Oh, sorry, you must be taught by my twin brother, Frenchy. Yeah, sorry. I'm Nathan French. I'm a carpenter. Like, no, we know it's you, sir. I'm like, nah, I'm twin brother, bro. Yeah. Like, could I say fuck if I was your teacher? No, fuck. See, I said it. And I tried to pretend I was a twin the whole night until I was like 6 beers deep.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, he's a good chance. Do your homework next time.
Yeah. Do your homework and I'll wing you.
I'll wing you. Imagine getting wingman by your teacher.
I read worked pretty well, especially with another student. Like,
that'd be weird.
Sarah, if you don't suck Jason's dick, it'll be a detention.
That's so many types of wrong.
But yeah, a couple other things I want to talk about. We've got a mutual experience. Like, how do you think having a big online presence affects your stand-up comedy?
So
like in terms, even of like your material, because I know that last year, like. I think the biggest difference between, because I'm still like year 2, I'm still quite new.
Yep.
But I think the biggest difference between me and other comics that have the same experience of me is that I bring an audience that has an expectation of me.
Yeah, and they want to see like references to your popular videos and they want to see you do your characters and stuff like that. So it is tricky in that aspect because first year I did a lot of homages to my videos. Like I would slug it and I would do Bazza and Wazza came out. It was epic. But I wanted this year. I just want people to, if they haven't seen any of my videos, to enjoy it just as much.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing this year too.
Yeah, so I do more.
Yeah, like last year I had a father came with his son, and he came up to me afterwards. He's like, mate, I thought I would fucking hate it. That was great. It was really good. You didn't talk about all the online shit, and I was like, fuck. Like that was like probably one of the more genuine compliments that I've had, because it was just like a 40-year-old dude, got no idea who I am.
Yep.
And if I can make him laugh, I'm like,
no,
that's
I love those sort of ones. Like I had no idea what to expect. Sometimes you get the parents though that you know, they haven't seen your videos and they come with their like, they've come with like a 17-year-old daughter or something.
Yeah.
Because it's over 18 show.
So not only did they hate the show, they're also disappointed in their child.
Yeah, and then when I start doing my sex jokes, they're just like looking at, don't you laugh at this? You're too young to get any of this. But my show in Melbourne this year is all ages, all 13 plus or something. So all the kids are coming in without their parents, so it's actually a lot less awkward.
Yeah, I think all ages is good, man. I like that. Like I when I was going to shows when I was 13. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know, you could.
But it's not like it's never. That's what people don't understand. It's not like a material based thing. Like they're like if sometimes they see a 15 plus one, they go, oh, it's not going to be as rude as your 18 plus one. It's just a licensing thing. So it means because people drink in the venue.
It's all alcohol. It's nothing to do with.
It's the exact same show every time. It's even ruder when I see younger kids because I'm like, this is gonna be fucking funnier.
Yeah,
you're gonna learn some
it's
words
good.
tonight,
Like when you got like a young kid in the front row with their mum.
Yeah.
Like I'd make like a wank joke. And I'm like, have you started doing that yet? And then they love that shit.
What time? What age did you start wanking?
I think I started when I don't know. I started probably like. How old were you in year 5? How old's that?
Like 11?
Yeah, 11. I think I started late. Is that late?
I don't know. I always make jokes like I started early, like 4, because it's funny. Yeah. But in reality, I started like 5.5. So I was a...
Big difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah, I think I had an Asian mate, Hero was his name, and he showed me what porn was for the first time. I think it was like a year before I started wanking. He showed me porn and it gave me a boner and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, mine points up, and then he goes, mine points to the left, and then we're like, oh cool, I'm learning. And I look back on that and I'm like, how fucking weird is that? Because I think that's how most people my age discovered porn. Their mates show you.
Yeah, I think so. Or their brother.
Yeah.
Or their uncle, Rolf. What was he called Hero? Because he showed you porn? Like,
no, his name was
got the porn
Hiro, but he fucking lived up to the name.
It's a sick name.
Yeah, it is. It didn't look like a hero.
It's hard to pull off a name like Hero. Like you got certain expectations when you meet a hero, but
I know.
Live up to that. That's great.
Like Frenchy, you don't speak French. You fucking liar.
I do not speak. Baguette. Yeah, I'll get around it.
All right, I think what we'll do now is we'll get on to the miscellaneous bit at the end. So miscellaneous bit at the end, it's the worst fucking part of the podcast. I fucking hate it. It's like, it's worse than I spoke to this guy who was... I
like the word miscellaneous though, so that helps.
Yeah, that's good. It is a good word, miscellaneous. You know, I was watching this thing, 60 Minutes, you know, that show. I saw a guy, he was on there, he was in a house fire. And he'd like burns on like 70% of his body. And they were interviewing him and they were like, you know, how's your life changed? He's like, my wife has left me because I'm not the same person. I've got PTSD and I'm all fucked up. Like I'm really ugly now and I've been suicidal, but it's so much better than miscellaneous bit at the end.
Then why do you still do it?
Because we have to. So miscellaneous bit at the end is the part where we answer questions from fans who write in.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm on this.
So it's just life advice stuff. It's not about you and me. It's just life advice.
Perfect. No, happy days. Like we're doctors.
Yeah, exactly. Like Dr. Phil kind of stuff, but really unqualified.
Logan Dr. Phil.
Yeah, that's it.
Dr. Pill. Because we take pills.
All right. So this is the first one. So. Hello, dear Mr. Spears and everyone else. So that's you, everyone else.
Okay.
Fan seeking advice here. Can you keep me anonymous and call me Bernie? Shit name. Could have picked anything. Backstory. So I met this girl. This dude's an idiot. I met this girl on Snapchat 3-something years ago. 3 years ago on Snapchat. And we got along very well. We continue chatting to this day. She was actually the person who introduced me to the world of sexting. It was amazing! Exclamation marks. There's 3. So this guy's really excited.
Yep.
It really made me feel confident sexually. I kind of owe her that. So this guy's probably got a huge dick.
I'm definitely getting a very virgin vibe from this email.
Yeah.
I'm it's reeking of virgin right
now.
But okay, that's it. Bernie, let's go on.
Yeah. Yeah, once you have sex, you don't really... sexting is not... when you actually have sex, sexting's not that good.
It's not that good. It's good for a second, then you're like, okay, auntie, I'll just see you at the wedding. Too many auntie jokes. Too many.
All right, we continue talking. Jump to about 6 months ago that I realised I'm actually in love with this chick. She's definitely virgin. And she feels somewhat the same about me. Oh, I forgot to mention that she lives in Sweden, and I have only seen her face once.
Oh, brilliant.
Bro, you're not in love with her.
Brilliant. He's getting catfish. This is a catfish.
Yeah.
This is a classic catfish.
It's probably like a 40-year-old dude. This guy's probably 12 years old.
Because if he's only seen it once, might have been like a second, might have just taken a photo of like a...
How can you fall in love with a girl you've seen her face once? Like he's been sexting her for 6 months and what are you, in love with her clit? Are you going to introduce her to the mum and dad?
This is... Oh,
all right, so it was a problem because we could only talk on our phones. Okay, so he's talked to her on the phone, and I wouldn't be able to fly out there for another 5 years to see her in person. Another 5 years? This like dude 12. Must be 15. No, he'd be 13.
13.
Now I feel terrible about all the shit we just said.
Well, there we go. The virgin thing was right.
Yeah. I asked her about it, and she said it probably wouldn't work. I do understand it's a big ask to have someone be single for 5 years, but I was pretty crushed. We still talk today, though, and I act like I'm over her, but I'm really not sure. What should I do? I don't think I could ever stop talking to this girl, so that's not an option. How do I get over her? Should I wait it out in secret and then ask again when I'm in a position to move to Sweden? Also, just for this scenario, can you rule out the chance that I'm being catfished?
He's sort of it all.
Yeah.
Well, there were my two options: stop talking and catfish, and he's not letting me.
Bro, you need to get the fuck over her.
Bernie, this is just not even a real thing, is it?
You can't fall in love with her. She's in love with the body that he's seen on Snapchat.
Okay. Why can't he fly for 5 years? Don't you can fly if you get your parents' permission, can't you?
Yeah, but that makes...
Let's enable him. So yeah, just get a signed permission thing, save up your money and fly over there. She'll love that. It'll definitely work out.
Yeah.
No.
What are you going to do? Like rock up on her doorstep and marry her? Bro, you know, there's probably a reason why you've only seen her face once.
Yeah.
She probably looks like a doorknob.
Ooh.
That's a possibility.
Oh.
If you've been talking to a girl for 6 months and you've only seen her face once, very high chances.
When I'm going through
or a 40-year-old man.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm going through a dry spell, though, I'd probably fuck a doorknob. So yeah, if it's...
I thought there was some fucking weird shit
there
on
was
the door
some
handle.
weird shit on the door handle when you walked in.
So, yeah, I think, Bernie, you're not in love with her. I think you need to just get over it, mate.
I think, yeah, just... Bernie. I don't know, just fap it out. Fap it out, really. When in doubt, fap it out. That's
I'm sure you've got screenshots, man. Just hold on to those.
Hold on to those.
There's so many girls out there. There'll be so many that, and you know, now all the nudes that you've been sending has given you confidence sexually. Go out there and find another girl.
Yeah.
You know, once you hit like 15, I'm sure you'll find some girls.
Yeah, you're just restricting yourself to the world of Snapchat. There's plenty of other online dating things you can get catfished by if you'd like.
Yeah.
We got Tinder, Grindr.
Yeah.
What else is there? Plenty of fish.
I don't know. I only use Grindr.
There we go. ICQ, MSN Messenger, like just get in the
You still use that?
Nope. But it's there. But it's there.
Yeah, so get over it, Bernie. That's our advice. All right, so one last question, then we'll wrap it up. This is from a lady. Dear Lewis, for the sake of this call me Susan or something. What are you guys pick the shittest fake names, Bernie and Susan. What are you, 80 years old?
They should date each other. I've already got it.
Okay, this is okay. Before I haven't read this one yet, but I think the solution is you guys need to date each other. So I'm in my last year of high school. That's good, not 15, and I haven't had a proper boyfriend. For the most part, it doesn't really worry me, but my lack of experience is frustrating. Susie wants some dick.
She wants some dick.
So, like the subject suggests, I downloaded Tinder, and it has been an experience. Mostly, it's typical guys, but a few have been nice. So, typical guys as in send me nudes, and then she's spoken to 2 nice cunts.
That's nice.
Yeah, which is fairly standard if you are a woman. What I wanted to ask
guys
was...
on Tinder are fucked.
Yeah.
I've used my friends like Tinder before, and all the messages are just so... Like,
it's insane.
Blatant,
yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I remember,
like, come over and get some big dick. I'm like gonna come all over your eyes, and she's like, "I'm your sister." Like, don't even.
Yeah, man. A lot of guys must have huge dicks out there because everyone says it.
The hell is that? And people don't lie online. If it's one thing I know about online dating.
Never tell lies. You know, it's crazy. If you ever have a chance to get a girl's phone and they've got Tinder, just swipe yes. 100% of them will be matches.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Like you do that, you can get like through like 100 matches in like 30 seconds.
But here's my theory
and
on
fuck
that.
their life. Yeah.
It might be wrong, but that's my theory, is that guys are less shallow than girls. Because they see their pictures, go, I don't know their personality, I'm going to give them a chance.
That's
Girls
true.
see their pictures, go, no, not hot enough for me. Not enough abs.
Yeah. That's true, because Tinder's just pictures. So if guys are swiping yes more often,
or it might be
girls,
because guys are way more desperate. Likely to do that.
Yeah, could be that.
But girls just
bit of both. Very valid hypotheses,
Thank you.
Mr. French.
Thank you.
What I wanted to ask was, should I keep Tinder and struggle through the obnoxious guys and hope I find a one I could date, or just delete it and stop worrying about needing a guy? Also, love your videos. One of the best YouTubers out there. Sorry, Frenchy. And I hope everything goes well for your show. You're not going to find a boyfriend on Tinder.
No, here's where I gotta disagree with you. It has happened. It is.
Not a good. If there's no way, if I met a girl on Tinder, I don't think I could, like, in the back of my mind, like if I got 6 months into the relationship, in the back of my mind, just running like a wheel would be, I met her on Tinder when she was fucking a lot of guys.
Why? Why do you think she's
That's
fucking
what Tinder is for.
No.
Tinder's for hooking up.
It's not. No, that's a different app. Tinder's just for meeting people. Like,
You're
it's
bullshitting.
not. There's some people who go on it. Well, mostly guys go on it just looking for something. But
You reckon girls are on it for a different reason?
girls.
Well,
girls
obviously
are on it
this
for the
girl wants a
adventure. They're on it for the adventure. They're like, ideally, they'll meet a nice guy.
You know what that means, man? That's like when they go traveling. Oh, I just want to try new things and explore and get railed by like 10 French dudes in a hotel. That's what that is.
I think it is possible. I met this girl on Tinder once, and I started seeing her for like 3-4 months. So
what's the thing?
I guess I'm a fuckwit. So she did meet a fuckwit on Tinder, but so it does happen, and it's just, I don't know. It depends on the girl. You can vibe. If you got a good sense of a person,
yeah,
you're gonna know whether she's, or whether the person's been just using it, Tindering everyone, or just.
So you reckon Susie should stick it out and try and find?
I think it'd be tough.
But you see, you don't.
If I was a girl, I wouldn't be on Tinder. Let's put it that way.
No way. You don't. Anyway, you don't fucking need a boyfriend, Susie. You don't need it to be. I think a really important thing to learn when you're young is how to be a complete person by yourself.
Definitely.
That's a really important thing, I think.
Definitely. Just stop watching rom-coms. They fuck you up.
Yeah, that's not how it works. Stop watching rom-coms. Like if you've watched too many rom-coms, you can really balance it out by watching some gangbangs. And then you get to like the middle of humanity.
Just get one going on each screen. It's a confusing
rom-com
mashup.
gangbang. I'd like to see that.
It's a mashup. That's some interesting advice, Lewis.
Yeah. So Susie, I think Frenchy reckons you can find someone. I think that you should. You're really young. You don't need a boyfriend.
No. Yeah, I didn't mean that like that. Yeah. You can, but I wouldn't worry about it. So he gives a fuck.
Yeah, I think you should. You don't need a boyfriend. Just learn how to be a person by yourself. You're like last year of high school. You know this.
Yeah, you're about to go on.
You haven't even gone to a. I'm assuming you haven't gone to a club
Schoolies
yet. Yeah, you're gonna go on Schoolies.
Isn't it bad when they've got a boyfriend, they start going out, and girlfriend, they start going out for the first time? So they get all this. The girls get all this attention, and the boyfriend's just there going fuck. My mate, back when I was playing soccer, youth grade, and he got his girlfriend pregnant when she was 17.
Fuck.
And he reckons he was trying to claim it's like, oh, so she couldn't go out when she was 17. I was like, that's horrible. He goes, yeah, but whatever.
That's a bit weird.
It's a real weird.
That's like one step below handcuffing her to the bed. You know what I mean?
Okay, I don't think that's why he did. I think it just happened because he didn't know.
Surely, if you
he thought birth control was just doing it like in the shower because of gravity and stuff, like upright. But so I think that's a real reason.
Surely you can come up with a better excuse than, like, you know, I got her pregnant because I just wanted to see the miracle of birth. It's a pretty good one. You wanted to learn about it.
At 18, I don't think you want to see the miracle.
That's true. You know, I like when girls first start going to clubs, because most people who start going to clubs, you don't realize how much like calories and shit is in alcohol. I love. My favorite thing is watching, like a girl. I watched all of my female friends do this, like the really hot ones, when they start going to clubs and they love the attention that they get, And so they start going like every weekend, and slowly but surely they start stacking it on. And then they just start getting fatter and fatter, and then all of a sudden they don't like clubs anymore because they don't get the attention they used to.
What has changed?
It's your gut.
Yeah, when I went traveling 6 months, I put on a big gut.
Yeah.
And that's like, I'm a very skinny person, so it looked quite odd. It was kind of like a pregnant one.
Pregnant alien.
Yeah, it was a tough one to pull off. Pregnant alien. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think with that, we'll wrap up the podcast. Thanks for being guest number one.
Thank you for having me, Lewis. It was a lot of fun.
No dramas. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can subscribe on iTunes. Give it a rating as well. That helps for some reason. And support me on Patreon. And if you want to find Frenchy, where are you?
Internet, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Tinder. Twitter.
And your shows, because I'm putting this out on Sunday.
Oh, nice. Yep,
so
Melbourne.
How many shows?
Melbourne, 22 until like 19th of April, every night except for Monday.
All ages?
All ages, get around me.
But it's not a kids show.
It's not a kids show. No.
That's how I get around the all ages thing. Like people are like, oh, it's all ages. It's gonna be. I'm like, it's all ages, but it's not a kids show.
And then you say, fucking get there, cunt. And they go, oh, you said the C word.
Exactly.
But
then you get the 14-year-olds who are like, oh, so it's not a kids show, so I can't come. I'm like, you guys fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's.
Are you doing any other states?
Yeah, and then I'm going Sydney, New Zealand, and then later in the year I've got a big tour where I'm going to go everywhere again.
Are you doing like a regional thing?
Yeah, regional. I'm going
That's
regional
exciting.
New South Wales.
Yeah, I want to do that next year.
Like Paul Mackoff's. Was it Albury?
Yeah. All right. Well, just keep an eye out for Frenchy's big tour.
Next time on your podcast?
Oh, next month I've got Neil Colhatkar. So if you guys have any life advice questions that you would like me and Neil to answer, email contact@loosespears.com.
And good luck finding your Swedish girlfriend.
Yeah. Good luck.
Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie.
Good luck.
And no, that's the answer. Fucking Susan and Bernie need to hook up.
I think so.
If you guys are probably listening to this. If you want me to get you in contact with each other, I can do that. Susan, she's in her last year of high school. Bernie sounds like he's 12, but we can make it work.
We can make it work. He's willing to wait 5 years. So we can make it work.
All right. See you guys later.
Catch up.
Have a shit one.